As time goes on and games get older, we often go back to some of our favorites to feel the experience once again. And in doing so, we often discover hidden secrets in some of our favorite games. For example, did you know that Luigi's Mansion was originally meant to be multiplayer? Pretty neat! Ooh, or how about in Sonic Adventures DX, the completely unused boss fight with a two-headed dragon? Cool, right? It's safe to say games go through a lot of changes before their final release. And the same can be said for American Dad, which was released on February 6, 2005, and since has been dug into a lot by data miners to find a bunch of cool stuff. So, without any further ado, let's delve into the history of American Dad. But before we get into that, I'd like to tell you something. Now, I've never been much of a mobile gamer.
But forget everything you think you know about mobile games, because Raid Shadow Legends is one of the most ambitious RPG projects of 2019. It has just been released and will change everything you know about mobile games. I mean, just look at the level of detail on these characters. It's incredible! There's a multitude of unique heroes to choose from for your team, and they all have unique stats and abilities. If you use the code in the description, you can start with 50,000 silver and join the special launch tournament. You better hurry because it's getting big fast, so don't miss out. You can play for totally free with the link below on your smartphone. Download it now! Do it! Do it now!
Alright, let's get into the meat of this video, which is the unused stuff. And there's a decent amount of it. First off, we have an unused intro along with a short demo sequence as well. Let's take a look at the intro and compare and contrast.
Hey, you're a lucky fella, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith. To be able to live as you do. And to have that swell Miss Liberty gal carrying the torch for you.
Right off the bat, we can clearly tell this is an entirely different intro, as it starts out with the letters American Dad on the screen with some unique coloring representing the American flag, as long as a completely different intro song called You're a Lucky Fellow, Mr. Smith by Frank Sinatra. In the final version, the song used is completely original, opposed to the one used here. Next up is the house, which looks completely different compared to the final game, along with the environment around it. The windows are a completely different design, and Stan's bedroom doesn't have the large two-way opening window thing that I can't remember the scientific name of. There's also only 2 windows here as opposed to 3. There's only 1 chimney placed on top of the house, and the flagpole is placed in front and to the left of the house as opposed to directly in front of it. You can also partially see the houses next door, and there's a lot more green scenery around the house. Afterwards, we get a look into the kitchen, which doesn't seem to have changed that much, except there's no note on the door, and the room is slightly larger, as well as